What's hot about Argentina? Lionel Messi homeland. This is a country that seems to have nothing but vast land and talented players who print money for the country, but it almost set a record with 9 times of bankruptcy, second only to Greece. Can you believe that in this place, 70 and 80-year-old women are still confident in competing in beauty pageants and even defeating girls in their 20s? That alone is enough to make Argentina unique. Not only that, people also rumor about a mysterious village where mutants can eat deadly poison, the thing that once sent many kings to their motherland, and still live. What else is interesting? Let's discover 8 shocking facts about Argentina through mysterious stories. How big and how rich is Argentina? With an area of 2.78 million km, it is the second largest country in South America, after Brazil, but its population is only 46.65 million, or an average of 17 people, km. The capital Buenos Aires is not only the largest city, but also the cultural heart of the country. In the early 20th century, Argentina was among the richest countries in the world, but now it is notorious for defaulting on its debts 9 times. The most recent time was when they failed to pay $500 million in bond interest, leading to hyperinflation and controversial reforms by President Javier Gerardo Milei, which caused people to take to the streets in protest. Argentina's per capita income in 2023 reached $28,700, but more than 60% of the population still lives in poverty. Despite the economic downturn, Argentina still has 2 money printing machines, and Diego Maradona and Lionel Messi, the most beloved football legends on the planet. Football brings in an estimated $500 million in annual revenue from player exports, television rights, domestic tournaments, the FIFA World Cup, sponsorship and advertising. Each friendly match with Messi participating helps the Football Federation pocket $2 million, but without him, they can lose between $20 and $25 million. Argentina is truly a country that is both rich and chaotic, but always full of charm. Can you believe that 72-year-old, 60-year-old, or 65-year-old women are still confident in participating in beauty pageants? This seemingly absurd story actually happened in Argentina. Let's explore their mature beauty and age-defying spirit. In 2024, a series of elderly women in Argentina competed to register to participate in the provincial competitions of Miss Universe Argentina. The most prominent is Ms. Iris Amelia, 72 years old, the oldest contestant of Miss Universe Buenos Aires. She is not only a writer, interpreter, and dance teacher, but also captures the hearts of viewers when she wears sexy dresses and gorgeous makeup that is no less than the youthful girls of 20 and 30 years old. This contest recorded no less than 10 contestants in their 70s and 80s, turning the beauty pageant into a unique phenomenon. Previously, Miss Universe was only for women aged 18 to 28, but since September 2023, the organization has removed the age limit, opening the door for anyone who is still breathing to compete. Shocking result: in April 2024, Ms. Alejandra Rodriguez, 60 years old, now 61, surpassed 34 contestants aged 18 to 73 to be crowned Miss Buenos Aires, becoming the oldest woman to win the crown in the history of the contest. Her secret: exercising 3 times a week, intermittent eating, careful skincare, and most importantly single after divorce. It is true that, the older the ginger, the spicier it is. However, the massive participation of older contestants has also received mixed reactions, with many criticisms from fans. Moving on to another equally impressive scene, the Argentine team was surrounded by a sea of people after winning the 2022 World Cup. On December 20, 2022, Lionel Messi and his teammates brought the prestigious trophy home after 36 years of waiting since 1986, the 3rd World Cup title in the country's history. More than 4 million people in the capital Buenos Aires poured into the streets, holding flags, banners, flares, chanting the names of Messi and the legend Diego Maradona. The atmosphere was so bustling that the open-top bus carrying the team could only travel 15 kilometers in 8.5 hours because the crowd blocked all the roads. 2 fans even jumped off a bridge onto the bus, forcing Messi and his teammates to switch to a helicopter, flying over the obelisk monument in a historic, Air Parade. The Argentine government also declared December the 20th a national holiday for everyone to celebrate. But the excessive joy also had consequences. Many people were injured while climbing trees, lampposts, and even throwing rocks at the police. Amidst these fascinating stories, Argentina hides another mystery, a village of mutants who can eat deadly poison. In San Antonio de Areco, a group of descendants of the Atiacea MEOS have surprised scientists by surviving for 11,000 years with water contaminated with arsenic, 20 times more toxic than the permitted level. Arsenic, which drove King George III of England mad, Napoleon Bonaparte to the point of exhaustion, and Emperor Guangxu of China to his death, haunts more than 137 million people worldwide. In high doses, it damages the lungs, heart, and kidneys, leading to cancer, coma, and even death. Yet the people here remain safe thanks to a mutation in the S3 MOUNT gene, which helps the body metabolize arsenic. This toxin comes from volcanic rock, seeping into streams and wells, a warning to anyone using similar water sources. If you're planning a trip to Argentina, beware of this strange island, a moving eye, not Simone's squinting eye, but a nearly perfectly round island, about 118 m in diameter, located in northeastern Argentina, called Loyo, Island of the Eye. The island floats in the middle of a clear, cold lake and has the ability to rotate on its axis for more than 20 years. Surrounded by marshes, the lush green island defies the laws of nature thanks to the slow-moving water below, eroding the soil and creating a perfect circle. It took scientists 7 days of research to explain this phenomenon, but some still believe it is camouflage for an alien base. Equally troubling is the 40-acre floating island on Lake Checkenbun, Wisconsin, not Argentina, as you might have guessed, called Faye. The island doesn't move constantly, but every time it rises, it blocks the passage of boats, especially when it floats across the bridge connecting the two shores. In 2022, 25 boats had to join forces, taking advantage of a windy day, to pull the island out of the way. Unlike the crowded World Cup celebrations, the story that follows is lonely. The loneliest man in the world lives in the ghost town of Ipecacuén, which was submerged underwater nearly 40 years ago. Pablo Novak, 94, has been the only resident here for 25 years. His wife and children chose to live in a neighboring town, leaving him alone in a dusty house with rusty chairs, old newspapers, no electricity, and only his dog for company. Before the 1985 disaster, when a dam burst and Ipecacuén sank 10 meters underwater, it was a bustling resort with 2,000 residents and 20,000 visitors a year, famous for its healing waters. Now only Novak remains, determined to stay with his cattle, saying, "I am completely alone, but I never leave." Move on to a thrilling experience, Tren a las Nubes, Train to the Clouds, one of the highest railways in the world. Located at an altitude of 4,000 m in the Andes, 8,900 kilometers long, 12 times longer than the longest mountain range in Vietnam. The 16-hour, 217 kilometers journey takes you across 20 bridges, 12 viaducts, 21 tunnels, from Salta through the Lerma Valley, Tastil, to the vast Puna region. The most impressive stop is the La Polvorilla Viaduct, 224 m long, 70 m high, where clouds often cover the train, creating the name, To the Clouds. Argentina also has the Tren del Fin del Mundo line in Ushuaia, the southernmost city in the world, which was originally a railway built by prisoners from a former military prison. Finally, Argentina is a paradise for gays, but hell for blacks. In 2010, Argentina became the first country in Latin America to legalize same-sex marriage, with more than 15,000 couples tying the knot to date. The first gay wedding took place just 6 days after the law was passed between Alex Freire and José María de Bello. Buenos Aires is known as the gay capital of South America, but the Argentine football team has no black players, unlike France or Germany. The reason? The population is mainly of European origin, Spanish, Italian, from the waves of immigration in the 19th and 20th centuries, while Africans, descendants of colonial slaves, have declined sharply since the end of slavery in 1853. Racism and lack of opportunities have left them virtually absent from professional sports, especially football. Don't forget to take a second to support Travel Explore the World by clicking like and subscribe. That is a great motivation for the team to continue bringing interesting videos like this. Now, goodbye and see you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.